Alrighty, we are back with the second part of the 300 subs Q&A. I'm going to turn my light on quick, because it's getting darkening wicked fast. The quality is ruined. But, yeah, the next bunch of questions, because she usually asks a bunch, so I have to give her her own separate part, come from my friend Pattimus. And of course we met via gargoyles, so gargoyles brings people together. Although in the show they often killed a lot of people, so make a pick. But I think it's an awesome show. It's an epic piece of art. It's art, in my opinion. But she asked, what is more terrifying? A koala crossed with a giant spider with eucalyptus withdrawals, or a sloth with super speed and a bad attitude? Both can pretty much F up your crap pretty bad. Well, that depends. Am I allowed to shoot them? If that's the case, I'm not really that afraid of them. I mean, I have a demon hanging in my room. I'll show you. There he is. I have that hanging in my room. That hanging in my room. That guy. And I also have that staring at me when I have the door closed and I'm sitting on my bed. So, I don't fear a lot of things. So, in regards to what's more terrifying, I honestly would have to go with the koala mutated with the spider, with the eucalyptus withdrawals, because those things can get pretty freaking nasty. So, that's my answer for that. How I would solve the problem? I'd pump his head full of lead. If I was allowed, if I was to do hand-to-hand combat, well, I'd probably lose. Next question she has, what breed of dog would you be and why? I want to be, is Hellhound considered a breed of dog? Because it is technically a dog. Just spits fire. But if I were to be a real dog, it'd be German Shepherd. Why? Because they're freaking awesome, in my opinion. They're like awesome attack dogs. Tough dogs, you know? If I had a dog, I'd most likely be that. Then she asked, what's the worst things your socks could be filled with? Probably rocks or poo. Because rocks could hurt me, poo would be very, very gross. So, I would have to say that. Internal organs don't really gross me out that much. As weird as that sounds. And, next question is there a time period you would like to be in besides our own? 90s? I should have said, let me think about that for a sec, 90s. I just really want to go back to the 90s, because everything was cheaper then, and we didn't have inflation, and I could have grown up and had all the gargoyles and Spawn and all that crap, and I wouldn't have to deal with eBay. I could have got into Marvel Legends earlier, and maybe had some of the big Build-A-Figures and stuff like that. I could have had more Ghost Rider figures so I could do my Gargoyles Ghost Rider movie. So, yeah, I would definitely say 90s, maybe even late 80s. Just in my opinion. Then she asks, let me see, if I threw a whole bunch of grapes at you, how would you react? And I put in parentheses 50, because that's what she put, not a handful, son, like 50. Well, if I had supernatural abilities, I would F your crap, like the koala would. The mutant koala. If not, well, I do have a brown belt in karate. Well, I haven't taken it in a few years, so I might be a bit rusty, but I I still think I can bust out a few cans of whoop ass here and there. So I don't know. I can't really answer that question without saying I'm gonna screw you up. Which I really don't do. I don't do that. I've gotten that crap before. Well, not 50 grapes chucked at me, but I've gotten the occasional spit wad here and there. But they weren't really spit wads, they were dry wads, but who cares. Then she asks, does cheese rock your world? Well, cheese is good, but if you eat too much of it, your back door gets blocked off. So I suppose a little cheese now and then does rock my world. I do like cheese. Cheese you eat, not the other cheese. But not stinky cheese. Stinky cheese is bad. Then she has favorite band. Well, I do like the 80s thrash metal stuff and the 90s thrash metal stuff, but I have to say favorite band probably be a tie, like a 5-way tie between Iced Earth, Testament, Slayer, Dokken. They were in Nightmare on Elm Street, Dream Warriors. Well, they had a song for that anyway. And I'd have to say like Killswitch Engage or Disturbed. I like those 6. I suppose it's a 6-way tie. But all 6 of those bands would be in my top 10. I also like death metal stuff, but I'm more of a thrash metal guy, I suppose. But I do like death metal now and then. Next question. Are we all just dust in the wind? Well, I have been outside recently, and I could say I haven't blown away, so I suppose I'm not just dust. But that, actually, I have a statement to go with that question. Well, a thing to say about that question. It sounds like something out of Pocahontas. The Disney movie, Pocahontas. I don't know why. It just does. Sounds like something they'd ask in there. Are we all just dust in the wind? I don't know. But I'd have to say no. But if you're speaking from a political point, I'd say the government is controlling us way too much. If that makes sense. And then she asks, favorite horror villain. Yeah. Favorite horror villain. Not necessarily sure if this qualifies, but the Headless Horseman. Definitely the Headless Horseman. Why? Because, well, he chops off people's heads and doesn't give a crap. And if you go at him with a chainsaw, he doesn't fear you. He'll freaking swing his axe at your face. So I like the Headless Horseman the most. So that's my answer to that. Excuse me. A lot of burping now for whatever reason. Oh, here we go. Comic book character you would love to face off against. Oh boy, Angela from Spawn. Why? Look down. Yeah, granted I'd probably get my butt kicked, but I'd like to get my butt kicked by her because she's, sexy. But if it was a dude, I don't really know. If it was a chick, I would totally let them beat me up because I don't like to hit ladies. That's not nice. Although if they chuck grapes at me, it might trigger something. But I'd have to say Angela would be one of them. Angela from Gargoyles, because she's a comic book character too. They had Gargoyles comic books. Lady Death and Purgatory, I definitely let them. Hot Girl. I don't know. Those 5, I like my top 5 comic book chicks. She Spawn. I don't know. Just because we'll look down. I'm a teenage guy. That's what happened. That's how I act. I'm immature. I am so immature you would not believe. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, that was fun. Do you like popcorn? Yeah, it's all right. How about some cayenne pepper? I don't know what cayenne pepper is, and I've never had that on popcorn. And then she says, try it. It's amazing. I don't know if we have any of that. Otherwise, I might be willing to give it a try, but I'm not really a spicy type of guy. More like a cheeseburger hot dog guy, so pretty much all out American. America. So, yeah, I'm not much of a spicy guy, but I would be willing to try that, yeah. If that's not something that'd burn my face off. And then she has food you hate. I really hate peas. I just really hate peas. I don't know why. I just don't like them. Would you kill with fire? Hell yes. Emphasis on fire. I would totally kill that with fire. No joke. And then her last question, what sci-fi weapon would you like to use in real life? Well, it's a tie between Spawn's Necroplasm, Ghost Rider's Hellfire, the Symbiote, the Venom Symbiote from Spider-Man, and... shoot, I had another one. What was it? God dang it. Oh, Bane's Venom. So yeah, I would love to use that stuff. Also, if Ghost Rider's Hell Cycle counts as a weapon, I would love to use that. I would also like to use, well, maybe even Batman's utility belt, because that's got all sorts of crap in it. Like, I could solve all my problems with the Batman utility belt, because it has so many ridiculous things in it. Solve all my problems. So, that is all of her questions, so I thank you all for your questions. I meant to do that in the last video as well, because I answered everybody else's in the first part. I always have a special part for Pattimus's questions, because she does ask me a lot, which I do appreciate. Now it's time for an exclamation on this. This is a movie I plan to do called Justice League Nightfall. Now, story is Batman gets his back broken by Bane after a fight with him. Hot Girl sees it. Hot Girl's there. She's pretty beat up too, but her spine is fine. Pretty much. And so Azrael replaces Batman for the time being, and they go around trying to figure out why Bane broke out a few characters. I'm not going to reveal that yet. I just thought I'd reveal the basic story. Bane breaks Batman's back. Azrael replaces him in the Justice League for a little bit, and then things go back to normal in the end. So that's the reason for that, and also it would have been better, but my Bane's app crunch is kind of stuck. Tried the hot water thing, didn't really work. So yeah, Justice League Nightfall will be coming soon, and by soon I mean probably once I get the Justice League. So yeah, I do have the apps for it though, but I can do fight scenes between Azrael and Bane. Granted, it will be this not comic book accurate one, but I can get the one that's all armored up and do that if you guys would like to see some fight scenes that could possibly wind up in there. So yeah, but I will give you a hint. There is a breakout involving some big name Batman villains. Well, sort of big name. So yeah. But that's all for the 300 subs Q&A and my explanation for that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I really had fun doing this, even though it's pretty late now. So yeah, hope you guys stay tuned for more videos. And oh, regarding my Transformers and DC reviews, those won't get done for at least another week. I will have a few days off, however, since it's close to midterm week, and I do get a few days off there, because I only have to take one test. Yeah! That was gay. Sorry about that, but that was really stupid. But yeah, they will get their reviews done, and I also just opened the Adam West Batman 2-pack, so plenty of time. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. I did. Till next time, see you guys later. Peace!